Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. With me, Matt. We're happy for you all again here on Alpine Autobahn. Apparently there's going to be an update for it, so I had to get this one out of the way very quickly after I ate my dinner, so here we are. It's on the Western Front this time, right on the Eastern Front. Let's go for the players. As in the Americans today, we have Rachel, who I actually believe is the maker of the map. We also have Duke Marmalade, and finally, we have Bukos. Oh, excuse me. That's what happens when I've just eaten my dinner. Ooh. I mean, Bukos, and looks like they're going for Tank Destroyer Company. They're at the gate. Represent the Germans today. We have now big officers to Waffen-SS. We have Ralph Roberts as the Wehrmacht without a commander. And JB Nauer K as the Wehrmacht also without a commander. Double Wehrmacht and one SS, rather than two Wehrmacht and one Wehrmacht. Rather than two SS and then one Wehrmacht like the last time. This should be interesting. Now, triple Americans, that can be a lot of aggression very quickly. The Americans can get a lot of firepower into the field quickly. 5 minutes are just slowly moving out here. Trying to get to the correct ground. At least the Germans won't be as outnumbered as when they're fighting the Soviets. That's for certain. Both sides just slowly taking territory, moving about as cautiously as they can. Companies moving down to the graveyard down here to try and secure the munitions point. The Germans also moving up here. Looks like they've gone for lighter division on the northern flank. A little bit more of a mechanized German force. Americans also laying some barbed wire. Good to see. Barbed wire does actually cause negative cover now, but I guess the heavy cover from the sandbag still covering it. Oh yeah, you can see some negative cover there. Like, barbed wire is pretty damn dangerous now if you can put it down in the right places. American Jeep on the field as well. Jeep can actually capture territory. Pretty useful. Doom Grenadiers are now going to encounter the Americans soon. More barbed wire is trying to be set up here. Shots are already being exchanged on the northern flank between the Pioneers and the American Riflemen, as well as the Volksgrenadiers and the rear echelon. You can see how long that lasts out. Excuse me. And the Americans pushing up here now. This Sturmgrenadier squad will not last for long, I think. I should also have changed back to the classic XP tickers now, which is apparently a thing someone requested in the comments. Hopefully I've done that correctly. Oh, Sturmgrenadiers go down. That is a big loss there. You don't want to lose Sturmgrenadiers early. Sturmgrenadiers are not that cheap. Those riflemen might actually get killed here. They're trying to make a run for it. The Sturmgrenadiers are pretty damn accurate. Because the Americans do make it. Just barely. Here the Wehrmacht's a little bit more of a firefight. And some Grenadiers coming up to try and cover the Volksgrenadiers. The Volksgrenadiers are about to be overrun. Have to pull back quickly. The Grenadiers can get some good accurate shots in. There's no cover here for the Americans to utilize. Made them easy targets. The Grenadiers are somehow not really getting any kills. That's very unusual. Wrong firefight there, and in the center, we have a lot of firefights going on as well. We do have Panzerbrücks in the field here, killing the gun of the Jeep. More Grenadiers of the Wehrmacht holding the line. And the Waffen-SS is bringing up more Sturmgrenadiers. So we have BARs being handed out to the Americans now. A big upgrade for them. There's going to be some long firefights going on at the moment. They might change soon. There's someone trying to push up here. Need to be a little bit cautious though. More Jeep get some good shots in. There's someone trying to push up to get a grenade in. They will succeed. Force those Grenadiers back. But an MT-42 is coming onto the field for the Wehrmacht. They just need to get to the front line. On the northern flank, we also have an MT-34 set up here. But the Americans are pushing up aggressively. I don't think the Volksgrenadiers can stay there for long. They're certainly going to try, though. Pioneer squad's also suffering losses. They have to pull back. Americans is up inside the church down here. As more Sturmgrenadiers moving up. Jeep is taking hits. Volksgrenadiers are still around. Jeep is trying to get around them. MT-42 nearby, but it's being targeted. That Jeep could actually be in trouble when that MT-42 sets up. So far not getting some good shots in. And that might be a dead folks on the squad. No, looks like they do make it. More set up here for the Americans. Trying to fight some support fire. Oh, mortar kills the Pioneers. We also have a little pack set up here for the Germans. Just in case any light vehicles might come their way. But I feel like the Wehrmacht in the center needs to pick a commander at this point. Get some more specialized units out. You know, the SS is just pushing up slowly bit by bit. Swimming on the are pretty damn good after all. And one of them has been equipped with an MT-42 now. That's a lot of piling up, but there's not really anything to point to at the moment. That is a lot of accurate fire. But the Germans are suffering losses because they're so piled up. The MT-42 is really working out here. One American squad goes down. You just need to target the squads out in the open. As you can see, they're getting kills pretty quick when they do that. The Wehrmacht is pushing up for the central fuel point again. And the Americans set up a 30 caliber machine gun here. And they're trying to repair this jeep so they can get back in operation. They certainly do want that jeep working as quick as they can. We also have an Aufklander field here for the Wehrmacht. And to give the Germans a little bit of recon information. We have a mortar ramming here in the southern flank of the United States. That's going to try and punish the Germans from piling up a little bit too much. Well, remember, this barbed wire is negative cover. You do not want to stay near it. Makes you very easy to hit and kill. Also a German mortar on the field here. Trying to keep the Americans down. Grenadiers are getting suppressed though, they have to pull back. And we have an MT-44 up here as well. Double MT-44 actually. One of those any light vehicles soon for the Wehrmacht up here, the Light Division. MT-44 is trying to keep the Americans down, but it is without cover here. So it is taking some hits. MT-44 has to move there quick. He was pushing up. The Americans being quite aggressive. MP-4 is starting to be handed out to some of the Fox Grenadiers to give them some extra firepower. Now the Waffen SS has been pushed quite back down here. They have probably an MT-34 though. I'm not sure what this lone guy is doing. He's a little bit overzealous. Well, the Germans trying to set a 4 HQ up here. It's a little bit too close to the front, I think. It's under direct threat. Germans can use the structure to their advantage. Then start with some Storm Grenadiers. Quickly getting the Americans down on the ground. And someone excuse why there's like no cover, I'm guessing. What side exactly? About down here in the southern flank, apparently. The Americans are trying to take losses. That is a very good garrison position there for the Germans, but it's probably going to get targeted by the mortar. Yep. You would kind of expect. Another MG42 being handled here to another Sturm Grenadier. The Wehrmacht is setting up commander bunkers here. But they still need to get a specialized commander. The Light Division is still fighting. They have brought a Panzer onto the field as well. More Grenadiers are slowly arriving bit by bit. Pineapple being touched there by the rear echelon. We also have the unique rifleman available to tank destroyer, the 28th. Equipped with shotguns, the Winchester. Very unique weapon when you don't really see much on the Western Front. Can do a lot of work if it's used in the right spot. Germans are going for the center points again, clearing out some of the side blockers as well, good to see. Would use off the Pioneers. And the commander bunker will allow the Germans to replenish near the front line. Also get medical attention. And the southern flank looks to the left has pushed the Americans back. At least somewhat. Americans bringing up minesweepers apparently. I guess they're afraid of German mines. Oh, you cannot shoot for this part of the truck. That's a nice touch because it's too tall. That's a very nice touch. Pineapple being tossed there. Damn, they dodged it, but they're now out in the open. Getting inside the church. And then quickly just opening fire on the Americans. That's gonna be a dead squad, I think. Yep. Mowed down in seconds. Like the Sturmgrenadiers are dangerous if they're in the right spots. They are very zealous after all, and do have fanaticism here as one of their unique abilities, where they just become reckless. Basically, they will fire better and fight better, but they will be easier to hit because they're taking more risks. Because, you know, they're fanatical. Americans still having a long fight with the Wehrmacht here in the center. So no commander choice. Just have an Aufklarung here for the Wehrmacht to keep eyes on things. We also have a command car here for the Light Division at 261. We have any AT capabilities. We do not for the Americans yet, except bringing up an M15, which has an autocannon and double 50 calibers. That can tear through the 261 in seconds. 261 is calling in some kind of artillery strike. Gonna be around here. Americans pull it back briefly. And the Wehrmacht remains in the firefight here. The Wehrmacht should be pretty good at this long distance firefight, to be honest. I don't think they're going to lose too much doing it. The Mthis is pushing up down here, just killing a lot of Americans. Looks like they've also gone for command. I think this is mechanized. Yeah, US mechanized. Nice to see. Double A3 Sherman coming out. I guess the Americans are in panic mode now, realizing the Sturmgrenadiers are just killing everything they send out of them. I can even steal this 30 caliber machine gun. Wasting no time doing so, actually. Up here, the Americans can make the push for the center. Got some pineapples pretty close to the Grenadiers. They are suffering losses. MT-42 in a bunker down here, but it's taking some hits. And the Wehrmacht is not doing too hard. Although the Wehrmacht is doing a little bit better on the northern flank. So the 261 is still alive, but needs to get some repairs. We have a Pack 40 being pulled up here by the Grenadiers. So they are prepared for any American vehicles that might approach. And before just opening up on the American rifleman. There's also 30 caliber somewhere, I think it's back here. Laying out the gun on the bunker there. We have more artillery going in the American positions, called in by the 261 again. Not doing too much. But it's keeping the Americans on their toes, I guess. But the Mthis is just taking in, bringing up more equipment. They do have a pack back here, so they are prepared for any vehicles. But the A3 Shermans are not going to strike immediately. You also have a Scot on the field, a little mobile howitzer available to several United States commanders. And the A3 is basically just a better basic Sherman, armed in the same chassis as the EC8 is, but with the old 75mm turret. Answer for J is being prepared by the Mthis after seeing that. The Germans are getting up behind cover here. More Americans getting up behind cover, so that's a lot of Americans back there. Good smoke round. A2 Sherman pushing up. There's a pack though, but I cannot see it. I guess this is still a side blocker. A3 Shermans were preparing to push down here. Scott is targeting the pack. Good to see. Just need to keep applying pressure. We have another Sherman trying to push down here. But Germans are spread out, so they can cover a lot of ground. Germans have to slowly pull back, but they mostly have this handle, I think. I needs to be cautious with his movement. Oh, yeah, the Scot hitting straight on the pack now. That is a death sentence, so that's actually where the Germans should start pouncing. Germans are still going to try and direct this thing back quickly. Doing as quick as they can. Rapid maneuvers. Too late. Panzer IV is arriving slowly though, but that'll have issues against the A3s. Oh, there was a minefield there. Nice to see. Panzerfaust have been upgraded. Oh, they failed to penetrate the A3! Oh, an improved chassis is really showing off. Well, this is going on. The Americans are punching through the center here. The Vanguard is being pushed further and further back. They still need to pick a commander. That's a grenade. Kills one of the mortar team. And several rear rounds are now moving up. Looks like the officer dished out of his 261. Pulling in another artillery barrage. Americans is trying to steal that pack. Very good. Yeah, the Wehrmacht needs to pick a commander, I think. They need to get some more specialized infantry out. Down here, the Panzer IV is having a long duel with the A3s. The A3s still need to be somewhat cautious against the Panzer IV. But they do have a high chance of deflecting around because of the improved armor. Oh yeah, there's that. But pack has been recruited. Shippers don't want to take the risk when there's an AT gun that can fire at them. And Germans need to just quickly get this back to replenish. It's set they're actually moving it. Just have a plan. Yeah, shouldn't shotguns be disgusting? It's a very powerful weapon. Yeah, there's a lot of lighter sign blockers in this map, evidently. Stockade is coming out here for the Light Division. Germans really need to get some more units out for the center here. A3 is about to push up here. And Pack needs to be somewhat cautious. Another A3 coming up as well. We also have a half-track arriving here for the United States to help repairs. And some company units probably arrive with the half-track. Oh, not looking good for that Pack there. But a good shot though, actually. That's a pretty damn good shot. But the Sturmgunners still need to be cautious out in the open. You also have some mechanized troopers, some cavalry troopers out in the open. Not a good spot for them, especially when the Sturmgunners start opening fire. As you can see. Squad actually goes down. How many needs to try to get around the flank here? I don't think that's going to work. They are throwing a grenade on that machine gun. That might be a white phosphorus. Yep. But the communists here do go down. Oh, Scott goes down, or at least gets cleared out. Oh yeah, he's gonna have a hard time against two A3s. A little bit back and forth thing. We do have a second Panzer IV arriving though, which will even the odds. Oh, the Germans still having a long firefight here. Also smoke being utilized by both sides. Stocky up here now. This thing can be armed with high explosive rounds, I think, which makes it pretty decent. So can the Panzer IV here, I think, which is unique to Leichte. Surprisingly good. Oh, this one can actually switch. Never mind. But the Panzer IV is like I think unique to Leichte Division, and it's basically just a cheaper Panzer IV. That's fairly decent still. Oh, not looking good for Stocky. A2s are pushing up, but G should be able to hold them at bay. The Germans need to keep the things prepared. Oh, somehow fails to penetrate. You know, the A3s are advancing down here. One gets taken out. Also one Panzer went down by the looks of it. Panzerfaust attempt? No, they get suppressed. He should not try its luck. The Lieutenant is still fighting. Last guy of his squad, I think. Trying to do his best there. He's about to get killed, I think. Just need one shot to hit in near him. Now the shotguns are trying to fire at him too. Yeah, that's a lot of shotguns. Bloodhound's trying to make a run for it. Oh, and he does not make it. A shotgun hits him. He's trying to hold back the Shermans. Might be too many Shermans coming though. But there's a Panzer here gets to support him. One Sherman gets taken out. He's only A2, so they have a much less armor to work with than the A3. No command choice here for the center Wehrmacht or the officers. They really need to pick commanders, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're waiting for with it. But the Wehrmacht is still able to hold on fairly well despite not having a commander. And the Mthis is just fairly reliable faction. They can do a little bit of everything. But these Sturm ideas are very costly to keep pushing force like this. Especially to use models like that. Oh, Germans trying to scavenge, good to see. Allow them to get us some more supplies to work with. Scott has been remanded, giving the Americans a little bit of artillery support. Double pack though now arriving. One A3 gets taken out. There's still mines in the side there, very good to see. Always mind your flanks if you're playing as Germans. You don't know when it'll save your life. More U2s are pre-airing up there on the northern flank. Light division is still holding on. Both sides are suffering heavy losses though, trying to get across this area. Stock A has been loaded with high explosive rounds, but it has a hard time hitting. Oh, never mind. Good shot there. Sherman's pushing up though. Oh, one Sherman might be stuck. Yeah, it's been immobilized. It's an easy target now. The Americans still control the center here. And looks like they've gone for armored. The Americans bring all the vehicle heavy commanders out. You see it arriving here in the field. And the Wehrmacht has gone for staff division. The Wehrmacht doesn't shit to pick anything. So again, minesweeper armed British is moving up here to secure some ground. Germans under heavy fire. MG42 is doing his best to try and keep the Americans out. That's a good grenade though, almost kills them. If that team is going to do much anymore. There's a lot of smoke though, so they could actually pull out. The force grenades are moving up through the smoke. Throwing grenades through the smoke. As the Americans doing much the same. Oh, those BRs are going to win that engagement for the Americans, I think. And the Germans have to pull back. Now the staff grenadiers could get MG34's 100 rounds. Which is certainly an upgrade I'd recommend for the cost. That's the same as MG42. But for 50 extra rounds to fire before you reload, always worth it, I'd say. On the Pineapple Grade being tossed. You see it now arriving. The Germans are not really equipped for this. Oh, grenadiers go down to a high explosive round. Stocky is still ready for action up there. Mortar's doing his best. Stock G is also coming out. Looks like the Waffen has gone for Panzer Division. Not a bad choice. We do see a pan for tank being prepared now. Certainly a good choice in my opinion. You know, the mechanized cavalry troopers are slowly pulling up. And Marmalade now realized they've gone for Strafdivision. Because now they see the 120mm mortar. I wouldn't call it OP, it's just very specialized. Like, it's if you are facing a very entrenched enemy, having a 120mm mortar just continuously firing will start to earn its value pretty quickly. Players flying across the front line. Can give the Germans an idea what's going on. Let's just check to be sure. Yeah, it gives the Germans an idea where everything is. White Foster is going into Waffen-assess's position still. But Panzer tank is arriving. And this thing will be quite hard for the Americans to deal with. They do have A3s, but A3s are not equipped with the right gun for them. EC8 though will be. Panther quickly rolls up here. And the Sturmgrenadier is on the move. Yeah, the A3 has to pull back quickly. It cannot be taken a fight with a Panther easily. And the EC8 be prepared. And the Wehrmacht is slowly just entrenching and holding on. They have brought up a stock G to help hold the front line. What's got a mortar team here in counter barrage mode? Huh, nice to see. Americans making the push here with the EC8. Stock is gonna have a hard time fighting an EC8 frontally. But he is entrenched, so it's doing its best. Got a good shot there. Stock does reload fast. Especially when it's entrenched. Does have an extra man helping load the thing. Because basically the driver moves to help get down more shells ready, I think, when they're entrenched like that. The Germans still suffering losses. Hammerstein took a big hit there, probably from the EC8s. Oh, that A3-inch gun could also have done it. Germans need to get that thing repaired quick. We see another stock G arriving. Stuff is fairly decent at digging in, and the stock Gs are fairly cheap. I think stocks are overall fairly cheap for the Germans, who just get a lot of, as they should be. It was the most mass-produced German fighting vehicle in the war. Apparently fairly reliable too. I still feel all the basic stock should have the ability to just swap to high explosive rounds, because an assault gun is kind of meant to support infantry. That's kind of its intended purpose. That's just my opinion. Well, he's making an upgrade when you get to the late game, like the Shermans can. I think I have a fly in my room. That's annoying. But yeah, triple stock. It's good to see Ralph Roberts is running the stock life. Panthers ready for action again. That's white phosphorus shells being used here. Panthers are ready for action. A3 could be in trouble. Yeah, good shot there. But the closer it gets, the higher chance the Shermans can penetrate it. It's pulling a little bit too far ahead here. Especially with the EC8s. As you can see, the Panther can move pretty quickly. But the EC8s get a shot in! And it's getting ammo racked. Panther's ammo goes off. Well, that's because they're fighting EC8s. EC8s are pretty freaking good. I was probably just moving it a little bit too far ahead, to be honest. Stocks are doing their best here in this area. Lots of Sherman skiing up on the northern flank. I'd be preparing to overrun the German positions. You see another Panther prepared here by the Leiter Division. Leiter gets another version of the Panther, but it's the worst one, so it's not very fast. Or not as armor, but it has the same gun, so it can still do a good bit of damage. It's also significantly cheaper, I think. And he's doing their best here. Having some mortar to support them is handy. Especially this heavy mortar. It's continuously trying to apply pressure. But the German infantry is suffering casualties doing this. Ooh, the Waffen is in full retreat. They realize they might lose this position down here. Persian tank is being prepared behind us. Another Panther being prepared by the Panzer Division. Germans are having big issues down here. Looks like the Germans are pushing through the northern flank here. I don't feel like the division is prepared for this. They have a lot of enemies to fight here. And so G is doing a pretty decent job though. It's still alive. Need to get this Panther to the front quick. That's a lot of Shermans. They're doing a lot of damage too. Shermans are just punching through. That's the power of the Shermans. You can get so many of them. Oh, Panzer IV G goes down. Panther still back in the base. Not looking good. And all the high explosive rounds from the E2s due to Thunder Run is really working out here. They came up with it and can make the basic Sherman just fire high explosive rounds instead. That just helps you break through things. I'm not sure what this Panther is doing by backing off its ass. Backing up on its ass, rather. But what is Sherman, the Panther's having issues down here. The EC8s are just being too much of a problem. But it pulls back safely. And he needs to get some repairs though. Panther into the northern flank here. Oh, 76 gets a good shot off. That's a lot of Shermans though for this Panther to deal. Takes out the gun of one though. It is still a Panther, it has a good gun. Let's just stuck in the flank here. Panther's working overtime on the southern flank. That's a good shot there. Always try to keep at range and keep your front to the enemy. Don't try to rush them with the Panther. Just keep at range and use your front. That's what it's the best tank at. It has the highest frontal armor of most German tanks, I think. I think only the Jagdtiger and King Tiger has more frontal armor than the Panther does. That's a lot of Shermans. So far holding up, but it's taking a lot of hits. Oh, here's the bench for that EC8. Up here we also have the stock G and the other Panther also still fighting. Panzer Grenadiers also now arriving slowly bit by bit. Will it be enough? White Phosphorus being called in, which prevents the Panther from firing. Oh, never mind, it gets a good shot off. He's actually been immobilized and gets taken out by the Panther. But that White Phosphorus is actually to the American tank's detriment. But the Germans still losing ground. While this is going on, we have a Pershing and now appearing in the center. The Americans are trying to push up through the river, but it's not really working out for them. Germans remain fortified, but the Americans also pushing up here. That's working out a little bit better. The Light Division is getting another Panther out, which might be their saving grace up here. The Panther is actually slowly allowing them to just stabilize. Now here the Panther is still working overtime. That's a lot of enemies to deal with. Grenades being tossed by the Germans though, but they are suffering heavy losses. Yeah, that's a lot of infantry they're losing here. That's a little bit too close to the EC8, but it gets a good shot off. It's really overstaying its welcome, but it's working out. And meanwhile up here the Panthers is also keeping the Germans at bay. The Panthers are saving the Germans here.
It's time for action. Where the hell is that bar?
But The Americans still remain strong. And Ralph Roberts just gets more stocks to hold the center, good to see. The Americans are getting up with a lot more Shermans. They can still just overrun the Panther, but when the second Panther arrives, that'll be a lot harder to do. But you can see how slow the Panther A moves compared to the more effective Panther G, I think. I think this is a G. Can't really tell, the name is not really shown properly. Mobile force is being used. But the Panthers have arrived. Pershing pushes up, clearing out the stocks. And this Pershing is causing a lot of issues for the German center. Oh, good high explosive round. The stocks can't really pierce the front of this thing easily. Never mind, that's actually a decent shot. The Panthers are still present, just holding the ground. Oh, gets penetrated by a 3-inch. The Panther on the southern flank is assaulting with the Mthis SS again. Under a lot of fire here. High explosive round being loaded for the church. He's not explosive, but doesn't do enough. Great assault though going in. Panther could get destroyed here. It's taking on a little bit too much fire. All the Americans see is one round to penetrate. Oh, there it goes! Overstated welcome a little bit too long. And at this point, the Germans surrender. They decide they cannot hold anymore, just as another Panther is about to get taken out. And the ship is about to push. Well, hope you all enjoyed this match. I will see you all in the next one, everyone. Bye-bye.